First and foremost, how might we questions are based on our insights. So in other words, we're taking the things that we've learned and interpreted through our field research, and we're translating that into a question that we can now explore through brainstorming, knowing full well that it's based on a true discovery about what matters to our users. To help us do that, we've got a very simple framework that you can use to make sure that that user insight is right at the heart of your how might we question. So try using this simple ad lib. How might we take a particular action? And that could be something like to help, to enable, or support our user to achieve a benefit that really matters to them. And that might be improve something, or to enjoy an experience, or to overcome some type of barrier. A great how might we really helps ensure you have the right direction to go in before brainstorming, and gives you a good jumping off point for creativity. It helps teams focus their creative energy and ensure that when they're diverging, that they are in a space that's really important and addressing real user needs. So let's take that insight from our last example. Some people consider their speed and proficiency in security as a sign of status as world travelers. Now we could very simply take that insight and translate it into a how might we question, such as how might we recognize and reward experienced travelers' expert knowledge? Now, there are many potential how might we's that we could create from this insight. This is just one. A great piece of advice is to try multiple how might we's and then go with the ones that your team has the most genuine energy to explore further. Again, a few criteria to help you make those selections. A great how might we always has a real user right at the center of the question. It feels like an invitation to explore new possibilities, and it can be answered in many unique ways. Now, a not so great how might we question will have a solution already baked into the question. We always want to avoid that. It focuses on creating value for the organization and not the user. Or it might seek to influence or convince people rather than discovering new benefits for them. So if you see words like how might we force, or how might we make, or how might we convince our user, that's probably a how might we that we're going to want to avoid. Couple of additional tips. Generate lots of potential how might we's before making your selections. Try putting different users at the center of each one. And really try to be adventurous. If a how might we strikes you as kind of unusual or unexpected, give it a shot, because that's a great way of making sure your ideas are new, novel, and are genuinely in some unexplored territory.